Welcome to Coffee with Karoline, episode 1. Today we are going to talk about what's working in the marketplace and what's not working so you have the best tools to move your business forward. So, we all know that the marketplace is really crowded and noisy, and so I'm going to help you see through some of that and determine where you need to be spending your energy. So let's talk about what's working. The number one thing that seems to be working really well right now is Instagram stories. I know they can be intimidating or challenging to fit the stories in throughout your day, but I want to just strongly encourage you to make it a habit. So to start in and say, okay, I'm going to wake up today and do some Instagram stories. Doesn't matter what your hair looks like or if your makeup's done or if you are in beautiful clothes. The thing about Instagram stories is your audience wants to see you. They want to see you behind the scenes. They want to see you making breakfast, lunch. They want to see you walking out to your car. They don't care if you have a messy table. They are tired of perfection. I mean, aren't we all? They are really tired of perfection, and so Instagram stories gives them the behind the scenes look, and they become really invested in your life. The key with having them invested in your life is when you start to market a program or a service or a product, they really want to purchase from you because they feel connected with you. They know what books you're reading, what Bible studies you may be doing, what makeup you're putting on your face. When you show them the behind the scenes on Instagram stories, they see the true you. Not the you that's always dolled up in front of the camera. Not the you that has the perfect eyebrows on or your fake eyelashes. They might see you without mascara. They might see you with a dirty table or dirty floors. They want to know what makes you tick. So, if you're not using Instagram stories, I highly recommend that you start. And it's really important that you're consistent. So try to do a couple every day. Just get in the habit of them. And I can promise you that it doesn't matter what you look like. What your audience wants is you to share really valuable content. And what you might think is stupid or not valuable is valuable to someone else. So just start sharing. Ask for engagement, get them to engage. And the thing about Instagram stories is because where they fall on the Instagram app, the more people watch your stories, the more they're going to see your newsfeed and the more they're going to buy into what you're selling. So my number one trend I see in the marketplace is Instagram stories. The number 2 trend I see in the marketplace is Pinterest. So I know here over at the KRose Marketing, we've talked a lot about Pinterest, but I still think we're missing the boat. So on Pinterest, pins can last for 4 months or longer. As we all know on Instagram or Facebook, it seems as if we don't get engagement within the first hour or so, that content's kind of down the river. But on Pinterest, something we pin today can still be seen actively in 4 months, maybe even longer. So it's really important to start utilizing Pinterest and pinning regularly. On Pinterest, you need to make sure that you're viewing it as a search engine, not as a social media platform. You want to think as your Pinterest board as a magazine for your company. So when you're picturing your ideal customer, what else is important to them? I'll tell you over on the KRose Pinterest board, we talk about coffee. Cheers. We talk about organization, how I get ready to travel, what our office looks like. We talk about healthy meals on the go. We talk about quotes that inspire us. We talk about marketing tips. We talk about style because to our ideal customer, all of that's important and we can hit on all of that on Pinterest and still reach that customer. Pinterest is a search engine. People go on Pinterest and they type in words that they're going to search and your content needs to pull up. So if you're not utilizing Pinterest, I strongly encourage that you utilize it. Again, it has to be consistent. Just like any other platform, you need to make sure that you are pinning regularly and you are engaging with your customers on Pinterest, and be sure to follow us on Pinterest if you're not already. The third trend I'm seeing in the marketplace is really good quality photos and stock photos. So we all know that we have to have cultivated pictures of us and stock photos to use on Instagram and on Facebook. But for a long time, the trend was to create a lot of graphics. I think we're slowly moving away from that trend. I think we want to see really good pictures of our house, really good pictures of ourselves, really good pictures of the makeup we're using, the hair products we're using. And so I really encourage you, if you haven't bought into stock photos yet, or you're not using stock photos, or if you're not working with a photographer, that it's time to do that, because that content is real. Your products, your house, your face, people want to see you, and stock photos can allow that. They also want some things that are real. We supply our Acceleration Nation with stock photos, and they can be popsicles in July, or American flags, or fireworks. So if you're not jumping on the stock photo bandwagon, I really think it's important that you do, and also make sure that you're getting some pictures of yourself. So what are some things that I think are going out of style? Well, thankfully, there are some things that I think are going out of style. And one of the things that I think is going out of style on the marketing realm is Twitter. I know that Twitter can be used a lot in agriculture to advocate, or I've seen it a lot in the tornado and hurricane season to share really valuable information. But I just am not seeing Twitter being a great place for reaching our ideal customer. I'm seeing it being customer versus customer. And so you have to remember that you need to spend time on platforms and nail platforms that are really where your customers hang out. And I'm just not seeing a lot of my ideal customers, or a lot of my customers' ideal customers, hanging out on Twitter. So I kind of think that that platform is going to change a little bit. And I know that it has less users. And so I don't expect Twitter to be growing a ton in the next couple months. The other thing that I think is kind of going to go out of style is IGTV, which is Instagram's TV platform. They tried to compare it to YouTube. I don't think it worked. I've done a couple polls with our audience. I've asked some other people. People are not watching it. People forget the features there. They have not done a very good job marketing it. I think that the way that the videos have to be is really hard to upload. They have to be a certain length. They can't be an unlimited length. They have to be a certain size. I think that's really difficult. And also, you can't tag or share that video to Facebook and then have people go and watch without a screenshot. I still think YouTube's going to be king for sharing video content. So those are the 3 things I think are up and coming in the marketplace and we need to really hit on, and the 2 things that I think are going out of style. This has been the first episode of Coffee with Karoline. If you guys have any questions or you disagree with me, I'd love to know in the comments, and I hope you subscribe to our YouTube channel.